Hello and welcome to the EzyRoulette tutorial. In the previous video, we have set up the game scenes in our Unity client, and today we're gonna implement the spin request in Unity, then send it to our server. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's start by running our server. Let's open the Unity client. This is the scenes we have set up in the previous video. And now let's add a new game object, game controller. And let's add a controller script, game controller, and add it to the game controller. Okay, and open this one. I don't need the start and update function. Let's create a new method, public void spin. Let's go to the socket request that get instant that send spin request. Okay, let's create this method in the socket request. And from here, let's extract the client from the socket proxy that get instant that client, and let's extract the app from our client get app, and then let's go to app if it is not null, and then send a command, spin command. This is how our spin request look like in the client. And go back to the game controller. So when I click the spin button, I want to call to this method. Okay, let's do it in the Unity editor. Okay, let's open the spin button. Okay, so before we have called to the rotate wheel dot active, but I don't want it anymore. So let's drag the game controller here, and let's go to the spin method. Alright, let's test it. If I click spin and win, you can see here, because we haven't set up the socket client yet, we have done that in the login scene, so we need to test for the login scene. Enter the username and password, login, and now I can click spin and win. You can see the log here in the console. Easy TCP client send command app request with the command spin. Okay, and you can check in our server. It received a spin command, but there is no handler for that command in our server yet. We will be implementing this handler in the next video. For now, let's go back to the Unity and stop the game. Let's open the socket proxy. From here, I want to add a handler for the spin response. So let's define a region here. So it will be app handler, app data handler, and region. This one should be like this. Okay, from here I'm gonna create a new class, spin response handler, which extends the easy abstract app data handler. The type with the genetic type easy objects, and we need to implement missing members, which is the process method. And inside this one, first of all, I want to log something to the console. Logger.debug receive spin response plus the data. Okay, and from here I'll invoke a C# event public static event action int integer spin response event, and if the spin response event is not null, then I'll invoke the result here. Let's extract the result first from the data easy object get type integer and the name result. So I have already known the structure of the data, but in practice you might want to print it out and see the structure of it first before extracting the result. Okay. In the next video, in the game controller, I will add a listener to this event, but we don't need to worry about that for now. Run our game again, see if there is any error. Test. Okay, nothing. Alright, so that's all I want to show you today. So in the next video, we will be implementing a handler for the spin request in our server, and see you next time. Cheers!